days, what if successor? Now, how this is going to what if going to be? Just wait and see. So, anyways, let's start the story. Now, in this what if, there are going to be small changes. The small changes are going to be, we are not going to take Rimuru from the present. Like, yeah, I'm just going to say that um, beyond the demon lord title, there is the demon god title. I mean, like, who doesn't want OP Naruto, man? Yeah. So, anyways, so yeah, so he's going to have Rimuru conquers and becomes a demon god. Now, what happens is that now, just like demons, there are angels, but there is one corrupted guy who was able to this like evil piece. No, just let's evil person, evil priest. I don't care. Some random unknown guy. We don't have to worry about him. Yeah. So this guy, he gained the seed, and he became the heavenly god, demonic god and heavenly god. Now, and he launched an all-out war on the demons. Now they uh, caused a lot of chaos within Rimuru's place. So Rimuru had to use his skills and had to take all the abilities of all of his friends. He did not eat them. He just copied their abilities. And then he went and had an all-out fight with the heavenly god. He used his skills have evolved a lot because he became a demon god, and he was able to completely single-handedly destroy all the angels army, the evil angels army. Like, I think angels are kind, man, but yeah, in this what if, I'm just gonna say that this random dude just created evil angels army. Just don't ask how, because I'm not gonna answer it, and don't get angry on this, okay? So anyways, so Naruto, I mean, sorry, Rimuru. Rimuru fights with this random guy, and they go into space. Now, because Rimuru is a demon god, doesn't mean he has complete resistance to like holy magic. I do know that in canon, Rimuru got a skill that allowed him to resistant to holy magic. But I'm gonna say, because the heavenly god is in the title of a god, his holy magic is more powerful and was able to affect Rimuru. Because of this, Rimuru suffered caused a life-threatening injury. The injury kept going to, and it even damaged his soul. So Rimuru had only one option now. He had to die. Yeah, that's the only option he has. But in this, he can die in two ways. One, his soul to be obliterated, or the second, he can his soul can rest in peace forever, not getting destroyed. And for Rimuru, his soul not getting destroyed was much better. But before that, he had to kill this heavenly god, this evil heavenly god. So Rimuru used all of his remaining power and was able to defeat this heavenly god. Now, and he even used his gluttony to devour. After getting devoured, Rimuru was very far away from the planet now. He doesn't have enough strength to go back to his planet. He was at the barrier of his universe. Beyond it, nobody can go. Only one person can go, and that is the absolute being. Now that Rimuru had both demonic god seed and the heavenly god seed, and only one demonic god and heavenly god can exist in the entire verse. But now Rimuru became both, and because of having both, he became those two seeds combined to make him into the heaven, the absolute being. Now, before Rimuru was about to go let go of his soul, he wanted a successor. Now, because Rimuru was a slime, he couldn't gain his own offsprings. Though I do know that he can become male and all that, but yeah. So he couldn't gain any of his offsprings. Whereas his subordinates, all of them have offspring. The new demon lords, all of them have their own successors. Rimuru wanted one as well. Rimuru wanted someone to continue his legacy. And so he decided, with the remaining of his power, he used all his he separated his soul from his body, and he converted all of his body into one single power, which he sent out of this dimension itself. Now this power, it got stuck between the dimensions, and it collided with a lot of time and space and all that blah blah blah, and it ended up in the Narutoverse. Now, we all do know that Kaguya had, like, we don't know anything about Kaguya, Otsutsuki's, or any about the Otsutsuki clans yet in Boruto. So I'm gonna just say that um, the Kaguya Otsutsuki and with her partner Ishiki, yeah, they were searching for some like place. Now, in the normal world, when this power on Earth, in the Naruto worlds, in the elemental nations, when this power landed of Rimuru, it's because this power was of magic. It started to merge with that of chakra, creating its turning itself into chakra. It's not going to go and fall into nature. No, it's the magic inside of it is going to, it became a spear, Rimuru's power. Within that sphere is Rimuru's power, and that power is turning into chakra. Now, this continued on for a lot of time, and soon it started releasing such an amazing power that humans couldn't sense, but in faraway places, Otsutsukis did feel it. They were surprised. This power, this was on a complete different level. They were sure that even devouring 100 planets, they won't be even close to that power. Seeing this, it was the time for you you know Kaguya and Ishiki to come to Earth. They did, and like everything happens like in canon. But here, Kaguya had goals. One, escape from Ishiki. Not, I mean, from escape from the Otsutsuki clan. No, I mean, for her sake, she killed Ishiki. At least that's what she thinks. But anyways, and her second goal was to gain that power which was on this planet. Because the power was so insane, she couldn't pinpoint from where that power was coming from. When she had her sons did not know about this power, because by that time this power had cooled down. It had become chakra, and it started releasing its godly essence. But Kaguya was sure if she were to have that power, she would be so strong that no Otsutsuki clan member will dare to cross her path, and she was sure that she can bring peace. But her sons did not know about this. Her sons saw what her mother was doing. My feeding people was wrong, and so they sealed her away, just like in a canon. Now, everything within Naruto is going to exactly same. Naruto's life, how half of the QB was sealed inside Naruto, how Minato died. Yeah, but the thing is that Naruto's here is going to be exactly like Minato's. No, it's not going to follow. It's just going to be spiky. Yes, just for now. Yes, I just said now. So yeah. Now Rimuru is in heaven. Rimuru's power is in this earth. Now one day when this is it, the wave of Bridger. What was it called, man? Yeah, during the mission of Wave, well, bridge builder arc. Yeah, Naruto, he's going to go into the forest. Now Sasuke has learned the tree walking exercise. Yeah, I mean, like Sasuke was no, actually no. Just scrap that out. Sasuke is learning the tree walking exercise. Even Naruto wanted to become stronger, so he went a separate way to practice tree walking exercise and do some training. Now, when Naruto was going deep inside the forest, he felt something was calling to him. He felt as if his instincts were telling him to go somewhere. Naruto, not knowing what to do, just follows his instincts, and he followed to a small pond. Anyways, sorry guys, I just had to do something. Yeah, so let's get back into it. So Naruto followed it. He came to a small pond. Well, nothing was anything like it was just a normal pond. But if you were to look into the pond, in the middle of the pond, you could feel, Naruto was able to feel a little bit some kind of power that was calling out to him. Now, normal people won't be able to feel it, and who will come to this, wave, which is kind of a poor country, and just go to a pond and like start mining it? No, man, nobody's going to do it. But Naruto felt something was calling to him. He went there, and then he found a small and a ball that could he could it was a small blue ball and some symbols on it. Naruto did not understand it. He picked the ball from the middle of the shore. I mean, sorry, from inside the pond, and he started to swim and come back. Naruto tried to read what's written on the pond, what's written on the ball, but he couldn't understand it, so he just kept it in his pocket. And then he went back into training. Now that night, when Naruto was sleeping, something happened, which is going to change his entire existence from here on out. Naruto, as he was sleeping, the spear, which was, I mean, the orb, which was inside his pocket, started to roll out. This orb started to fly. It went on top of Naruto's heart and went inside. Naruto, in his dream, he was just thinking of eating ramen, 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 when suddenly a huge amount of power hit him. He started to feel as if he was not able to breathe. And then some kind of, slimy substance started to cover him and was trying to devour him. But Naruto did not want to be devoured. He wanted to be he wanted to become Hokage. And because of this will, he kept fighting through this. And at the end, he was able to survive it. And that power went inside of him. The power was trying to test Naruto if he was worthy of him. And because of Naruto's will, the power finally found his perfect host and went inside Naruto. Yeah, turning Naruto into an absolute being. But yeah, Naruto's still going to be a human. He's not going to become a slime. He's just going to have the ability like a body like a slime. I mean, not body like slime. It's like he's able to do things like a slime, but he's not going to transform into slime. Nor his body is going to be a slime. He's going to have human blood and everything. Yes, just the thing is that he now is an absolute being, but he still has to gain the powers of the absolute being. At present, he's just a normal human, and that power is yet merging with Naruto. Naruto, he woke up from his sleep, and and he was sweating. He thought he was in having a nightmare, but he just left. Then he heard some cries. He ran out and saw Tazuna, mm, Tazuna's daughter, and Tazuna's daughter, and Inari, mm, being scared, and two people trying to kill them. Naruto seeing this, he takes a kunai and he goes and starts fighting with these people. Now, from here onwards, everything goes like just like in canon. And you may be asking, why is not Naruto not awakening his power? Well, just you wait. Naruto needs some more time because the power is merging with Naruto. So yeah, now everything goes like just like in canon till the arc of you know Orochimaru coming in the form of grass ninja. Yeah, having his in a girl's body. Yeah, so he tries and he fights with Naruto. Now, just like in canon, everything goes until he was trying to he sealed like he punched Naruto up in the air instead of Naruto gaining the power of the QB and getting the slit eyes. He felt something. Something was wrong. He heard a voice in his head, and it said, your body is in a very weak condition. Some power will be given to your body to regenerate. Your body is not completely merged with the power. And then Naruto started to feel a lot stronger. And then the QB chakra came on top of this power. Naruto felt extremely strong. And then he started to do beat down on Orochimaru. I mean, this man, he was obliterating Orochimaru. I mean, Orochimaru was like, quietly weakened because he had a stupidly weak body, but you understand what I mean. So yeah, but Orochimaru at the end was able to use five elemental seal and seal Naruto, stop Naruto from accessing Kurama's chakra. Because of this, Naruto fainted. But at this time, the remaining chakra of the Kurama did not go inside the seal, but inside Naruto's body. This chakra helped Naruto to completely merge with the hidden power that he just received. Now, just like in canon, again, everything goes till Sasuke gained the curse mark. But here's the thing: the second Sasuke was fighting, something happened to Naruto. Naruto was in an empty black space, and then he heard a voice. Welcome back, my user. Naruto was surprised. He was like, who are you? You QB? Is that you? Then he heard a voice. No, I am the unique skill, Raphael. Raphael? What are you? I think I'm just getting crazy now. Naruto started thinking like this. Then the voice said, no, you are my new host. Your body was not prepared, but now we have come. Your unique skills have completely merged with you. Unique skills? Yes, you are the chosen one. You have gained a power that none in this world can possess. You have to become the absolute being. But your body is too weak right now to become even an absolute being. Your body will be reconstructed to become stronger. You still will have human. You won't become any other race. You're just going to become a demigod. Demigod? That's right. Naruto was surprised. He just found out that he could become a demigod because of this thing. But then Naruto was like, wait a minute, but what the hell are you? Just as I said, I'm Raphael. I'm the embodiment of all knowledge. But for some reason, I cannot give you all knowledge, but I can give you all the information about your skills. Skills? That's right. Just like how you use the jutsus, we have unique skills that use some of your chakra to do moves. Like you have gained your skills from your memories. I was able to detect some skills. Your jutsu, the shadow clone jutsu, has been converted into a skill, cloning skill. From the unique skill clone has been fused with shadow clone jutsu. You are now able to that have their own life. In other words, they won't die just by a small, a single attack. They they are almost as strong as the user, and when they die, they return back all the memories, experience, all they have done back to the user. Naruto was baffled at this. And then he heard the voice saying again, you have gained the skill. Mimic. You're able to transform into anything you like. Naruto was like, whoa, awesome. And then he heard it say again, you have gained the unique skill, gluttonous god. This is a god level skill. Your body was able to handle this skill. This skill will allow the user to able to eat things and gain skills from it. Naruto was surprised at this, but then he heard it say again, from today onwards, I'll be your assistant. Master, your body is too weak. Your body will be now, you will be, your transformation to a demigod will begin now. And then something started to happen to Naruto's body. Now, Naruto was in a rubble, so nobody noticed the blue color, small colored, slimy substance started coming out of Naruto's body. As now, as the fight between Sasuke and that sound ninjas were happening, and before when Sasuke broke the hands of the sound ninja, Here, Sakura did not come to hug, Sasuke yet. So you understand, because before she could, a huge amount of pressure fell on everyone, and from the rubble, a blue energy, an aura erupted. This was not like chakra, light blue. This was dark blue. It was cool. It had massive malice, but at the same time, it was so kind. This power was so powerful. And then out of the figure came out a person. Naruto. He came out, but he looked like this. No, he was not wearing the clothes. His entire shirt was gone. His pant was torn. His headband was fallen. But he was taller than before. He was equal to Sasuke's height. His hair was like exactly like this. Naruto came out like this. Everyone was shocked seeing this dude. Naruto, he was having his skin became lighter. He had still three whisker marks. Here in the picture, we don't have whisker marks, but yeah, Naruto had it. The, he had so much muscles. The only way people were like, everyone were able to understand it was Naruto was because of the whisker marks. Naruto then slowly started to walk towards his sound ninjas. And then he just spoke one word. He just spoke one sentence. You weak people daring to hurt my friends. Pay for your sins. And then he heard a voice in his head saying, you have gained the unique skill. Elemental Controller. This skill will allow you to have higher affinity than anyone else in this planet to all the elements. Naruto smirked at this. And then he heard it say, your transformation to a to a demigod has been completed. Because you have now become a demigod, you have gained a lot of unique powers. You have awakened some of the unique skills, some skills from the previous person, Rimuru Tempest. Naruto then questioned, who is Rimuru Tempest? Rimuru Tempest was my previous host, and he is the one who chose you as his successor. You are Rimuru Tempest's successor. Naruto was shocked. Someone who had this much power. He could feel it from his body. He felt so much stronger. It was like heaven and earth was his difference. His body felt so light. He felt so strong. It was as if he was using Kyuubi's chakra, amplified by a lot, a ton. You could say Naruto right now was feeling as if he was in a four tails level. When Naruto had four tails amount of power? Yeah. And then he hears a voice saying, you just became as you became a demigod, you just became at present a weaker version of a demigod. You need to still train to become stronger, to become a complete demigod and be able to use all of the skills that Rimuru had and finally become the absolute being. You've gained the unique skill, a skill that Rimuru gained at the last of his life but couldn't use it because of circumstances. You have now gained the skill, immortality. From now onwards, you are an immortal being who doesn't have to worry about death. Hearing this, Naruto smirked even more. His smirk grew, and in the outside world, it's not even a second, but Naruto started to hear a lot of skills he was gaining from Rimuru's. Some skills were still weakened because Naruto was not yet ready to access them. But Naruto did not care because now he had a new dream. His dream was to gain attention of everyone in the village, become the Hokage, at the same time become the absolute being, and even maybe stronger than Rimuru himself. Then Naruto looked at the sound ninjas, and then he did hand signs and he said, Wind style, grand breakthrough. The second he did this, to everyone's amazement, such a strong wind blew that it completely pushed all of the three sound ninjas, sending them stumbling through trees. trees started to fly. It was as if like a tail beast was using a jutsu. It was so devastatingly strong. Everyone was surprised. Sasuke, seeing this, he got pissed. Why is this dope getting this weird power? No, this power should be with me. Only with me. He went to punch Naruto. For everyone, Sasuke moved in a blur. But for some reason to Naruto, he looked as if he was just walking. Naruto, when Sasuke came to punch him with the chakra, with this dark chakra infused fist, Naruto just caught it with his hand. Because now that Naruto has become demigod, his physique is a lot stronger. And if he were to gain any hit, his god class skill, immortality will just play and just heal his entire body like it was nothing. Naruto's immortality skill, you could say, is like just the name suggests. You have absolute immortality, like immortality to everything. He's resistant to poison. Yeah, he's resistant to everything. And because of immortality skill, he gained another new skill, chakra regeneration. Unlike normal people, Naruto's chakra regen will be like three times much faster, which may look small to normal people, but it's so great because becoming a demon god, I mean demigod, Naruto's chakra levels have now skyrocketed. You could say he has 2 tails worth of chakra. So, and three times faster regen is a lot. And Naruto's chakra control also improved because of him gaining this. And then now back to the present. Now Sasuke was like, "Damn this! What is happening?" He took his he spin. He tried to do a sweep kick, but Naruto jumped on it and then just one kick. This kick sent Sasuke tumbling to the floor, knocked out. Naruto just scoffed at him and then picked him up with one hand. Seeing this, Sakura started to be like, Naruto Baka, why did you hit Sasuke-kun? Then Naruto turned towards Sakura and was like, are you dumb? Did you see him? He was just going crazy. If you wouldn't have stopped, scared, seeing Sasuke and would have done something, then maybe he would just not become the stupid, just emo guy who just tried to kill his own teammate for some reason, which I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him. But anyways, everyone was surprised because Naruto just cursed. Now, because of him becoming a demon god, a demigod, he did not think he needed any more to act, all lovely-dovey. Yeah, in this what if, he doesn't have feelings for Sakura. Yes, he doesn't have feelings for Sakura. Now, Naruto, he then takes their, from the knocked out sound ninjas, he takes away their earth scroll and then he carries both of Steve's teammates and he goes to the tower. Now, after he reaching the tower, he does what just like in canon, he throws both the scrolls and he opens them, from which Iruka comes out and he congratulates Naruto on passing. But he was surprised to see Naruto, who had grew a lot. He was no more the short Naruto. He was surprised and he asked, Naruto, what happened? Then Naruto was like, some weird chakra injected in me. He was like, actually was about to say about the his power that he gained. But then he was like, no, I shouldn't. So he thought, what should I say? What should I say? What should I say? When he heard Rimuru's voice, Raphael saying, why not you say that you have awakened some weird chakra injected came from you and awoken your bloodline, which caused you to grow like this. Naruto thanked Raphael and he narrated this thing to Iruka. When Iruka heard this, he was surprised, baffled, but then he was like scared at the same time because he was like, did the Nine-Tails chakra leak out? But still, I'm happy that Naruto is still Naruto because he heard Naruto's stomach growling, and Naruto was sheepishly smiling. So I was like, he started to laugh a bit, and then he's like, "All right, Naruto, let's go and eat something." On hearing this, Naruto was like, "Yeah, let's go and eat some ramen." For which Iruka agreed, and they took off, leaving Sasuke and Sakura to their own because they woke up at that time. Now we continue the Chunin exams. Now in Chunin exams, everyone's fight is the same. Just the thing is going to be changes are Hinata, when she saw Naruto's new look, she was baffled. And yeah, no, it's not going to be Hinata and Naruto's ship alone. It's going to be in Harem, so yeah. And anyways, back to the story. Everyone was surprised to see Naruto's new look. He Naruto, because his shirt was gone, and because Raphael was able to go through his memories and was able to find the memory where he was just a kid and told him this, he found out that his father was Minato Namikaze and his mother was Kushina Uzumaki. So, because of that, to respect his father, he heard from someone how, young Namikaze's son used to look when he was a kid. So, Naruto went and bought the same attire like this. Naruto was wearing the same way. His hair was the same. Everything looked the same except for one thing. Naruto was having three whisker marks on both sides of the cheek. On seeing Naruto's new appearance, Hiruzen was surprised, baffled, but at the same time smiled. He exactly looks like you, Minato, he thought. Now, everyone's fight goes just the same, just like in canon, but here Naruto completely stomps on Kiba. Like, that man has no chance. Kiba tried to do all kinds of things, but Naruto is just strong. He's Naruto was so fast that everyone was surprised. Even Rock Lee was surprised. He was as fast as Lee in the first gate, and he defeated Kiba like just with one punch. Kiba and Akamaru both were sent trolling, flying across the battlefield. Now, during the 1 month time, Naruto learns many things about his abilities from Raphael. He learns how to use his unique skill, gluttony. His gluttony skill is like Bell Buzzer and gluttony. He's like able to shoot a gluttonous dragon that is able to devour anything. He's able to create a small black hole that can, eat anything. Then he even he learned that Rimuru was an amazing swordsman. So Naruto took a sword and started to, trying to do swordsmanship. So one day, while he was going through the road, he saw one old perv. The reason he said old perv is because he saw that old guy was peeping on the woman. Because of this, Naruto got angry and kicked him. Because now Naruto is a demigod, his strength is insane, which sent mm, Jiraiya flying, tumbling back a bit. And then Jiraiya looked at him and was like, "The brat, who are you? How dare you hit me? I am Jiraiya, one of the legendary Sanins." And when he saw the kid, his jaw dropped. Minato? Naruto was confused. He was like, "Minato? My name is Naruto Uzumaki." Then Jiraiya understood this. He was thinking, "Wow, he just looks like Minato." Then he just rubbed the thought out of his mind. He was like, "So, child, because now that you have intrigued me, do you want to become my student?" But then Naruto was like, "Yeah, no, thank you." surprising Jiraiya. I was like, "Do you know who I am?" Naruto was like, "Nah, I don't know." He was like, "I am Jiraiya, the Toad Sage, one of the three legendary Sanins." Then Naruto was like, "Do I care? Well, I can teach you cool jutsus." On hearing this, Naruto was like, "Really?" Jiraiya nodded, and then Naruto would be like, "Alright then, I'll learn from you." So, now, unlike canon, in this 1 month, Naruto actually shows a lot of talent. Because of, Raphael, Naruto was on the first day able to summon, Gamabunto, and was able to gain, the Toad summoning contract. Now, when Jiraiya tried to teach Naruto, chakra control, Naruto became master of it. Not exactly too good, but became good at it. Then he was able to do water walking. He was able to sprint on water and everything like that. Then Naruto was able to Jiraiya uh, use chakra papers on Naruto, and he found out that Naruto has some div- divine level affinity for all elements, and he started to teach Naruto like small jutsus like fire style, fireball jutsu. To Jiraiya's surprise, when Naruto does a fire style, fireball jutsu, it was black and white, surprising even Naruto himself until he heard the voice. This is a skill, unique skill, Hellblaze. This skill has been added to your body. Because of this, whenever you do any fire type jutsus, Hellblaze will be used. Hellblaze is a fire that is even stronger than Amaterasu fire. Naruto was shocked. But the most stunned was Jiraiya, who did not know what was happening. Because the fireball, it was even burning the water itself. But then he thought to reporting this to the Hokage, but just kept it in the back of his mind. He started to teach. He gave many scrolls to Naruto to learn from it, while he went to do some research. Naruto, from the scrolls, found out some jutsus like lightning style, lightning ball. Lightning ball jutsu, it was not such a good jutsu, but it was okay. But because of his divine affinity, that jutsu was so goddamn powerful that Naruto was himself surprised. He was able to produce a black and purple and whitish lightning, which was able to obliterate, you know, boulders like it was just nothing. And his water affinity, he was able to use this silver water. No, I mean the gold water. And you're like, gold water? What the hell is that? It just, I'm gonna say that it's like holy water. Yeah. And Naruto was even able to access, able to use Earth to a higher degree. Now, Naruto, he trained under Jiraiya, learning many jutsus. Jiraiya, he saw Naruto as a prodigy, and he even told this, about Naruto's uh, affinity and how different, and like for some reason he had different color like attacks to the Hokage. Now the Hokage came to a conclusion saying that maybe Naruto has such an high affinity that the flames, his fire jutsu, all of his jutsu are in different color. To which even Jiraiya agreed because he did not know what was happening. So he just was like, yeah, okay, I'll just agree to you. So Naruto was trained. Naruto, his physical strength grew. Jiraiya made Naruto wear, lot of heavy weights and to train. Because of this weights, Naruto's speed, which used to be at like his speed grew to the point where if he removes the weights, he's able to match Rock Lee with second gate open. And Naruto's eyes, he found out special things about his eyes. Now he's able to just like Sharingan, he's able to see movements in very slow motion. He was even told by Raphael that Raphael will be able to take possession of his body, and he has a red eye that has the ability to calculate, make him smart and all that shit, which you don't need to know for now. So yeah, Naruto kept training and became a lot stronger. Now after 1 month, when the first match was announced, it was the match between Naruto Uzumaki versus Naruto Uzumaki of the Hidden Leaf Village versus our none other than Neji Hyuga of the Hidden Leaf Village. Now, most of the people were cheering for Neji Hyuga, and Neji was like, he was telling me he was going to change destiny. But where is he now? He's I'm pretty sure he's afraid that he'll lose to me and did not even come to the field. What a dope. As he was thinking this, the sky darkened, and a purplish, blackish, whitish lightning hit the ground with such a force that there was a mini earthquake, and from that lightning emerged a figure. Everyone, like some people that knew Minato, were like, Minato? And then that figure shouted, Naruto Uzumaki is here. Like, the crowd were like baffled at this. Even you know, Neji was surprised. And then they were like, Proctor, I'm ready. Let's start the fight. The Proctor was like, okay, alright. Neji Hyuga versus Naruto Uzumaki, begin. As he said this, Neji started saying, why did you come? I thought you were scared. You should know that you're just a dead last. You can never beat me. I'm the Hyuga prodigy. And all the trash, blah, blah, blah. For which Naruto got pissed. And he's like, if you're the Hyuga prodigy, then teach and help all the people you like. Just don't cry on one small things. And then on hearing this, Hyuga, like Neji was like, what do you think small things? He removed his headband and showed, you know, the bird seal on his head. And then Naruto was like, what is that? And then Raphael told him, that seal. It's a seal that has made this guy's soul under the control of the particular person. That person is now able to control this guy's body to whatever he wishes to do. And then yeah, Neji explains everything about his story. On hearing this, Naruto then says, "Are you sure that was happened? Do not go to conclusions. Even though that happened, you should know he was his brother. He should have some feelings for it. So understand him first. Do not go to conclusions. Now to shout it. And what do you know about pain? You say, I had suffered a lot of pain. I was hated by the villagers. So don't look down on me. I suffered. On my birthday, I was beaten down to a pulp. I was hated by everyone. But now, I'll prove them wrong. I'll prove that I'm worth everyone's attention. I'll become the Hokage. As Naruto said this, you know, a lot of energy erupted from Naruto, and then Naruto did such a quick handstand. It was like fire style, fireball jutsu. He shouted and released, the Hellblaze fireball. And seeing this massive, such a hard fireball, Neji had no choice but to use a full power rotation. But even with the full power rotation, there was such a huge explosion. Neji survived, but his chakra itself got burnt. Everything around him was on a blackish, whitish, fire. Everything was burning. The trees was incinerated. The stones, the ground itself was melting. Then Naruto appeared inside of Neji and kicked him to the wall. Then Naruto went with the fist, trying to punch Neji on the face, but Neji ducked, making Naruto's fist go and punch the wall, making a huge crater. Neji then used, his, technique and, stopped Naruto's all chakra points. Then Naruto was feeling, a lot of strength being depleted from him. But then, because of his demigod body, he was easily able to stand up. And then he heard a voice in his mind saying, Raphael, your body has been detected to have your chakra points have been blocked. I have removed and released all your chakra points. As Raphael said that, Naruto was feeling his chakra again working properly. And then a sum of Yubi's chakra also leaked into his chakra. Give him Naruto a slit red eyes. And then Naruto was like, Raphael, take control. So Naruto was able to, when the fight happened, invasion, Naruto created two clones. I mean, just one clone. The first clone went to help the Hokage. The second clone, I mean, Naruto, he went after Gaara. Now, here is going to be the difference. The Naruto's clone will help, when he arrives there, before the barrier comes, and when, the two Hokages are summoned, Naruto's like, I have an idea, but I'll need your help. I have a sealing jutsu. Raphael would have told Naruto that they were born, then when Orochimaru used Endo Tensei, the Raphael scanned everything about Edo Tensei, and then he even gained a new skill because of it. Scanning. He's able to learn, like whatever he sees, he's able to understand the jutsu. And then Naruto's like, just leave this to me. And Raphael did tell him that the only way to defeat them is by sealing them. And Raphael um, gave gave Naruto a skill of Rimuru, sealing skill. So Naruto was thankful to Raphael, and then Naruto was like, gluttony. Like when nobody was, when Orochimaru and the third Hokage were fighting, Naruto used gluttony. The gluttonous dragon came and devoured both the Hokages, and then it went inside Naruto's hand. But both Hokage still reformed outside. But Naruto gained new skills. He was like, your, all of your affinity has went up even strong. All of your skills, elemental skills, have become stronger. Your chakra reserves have increased. Your chakra control has increased. You have gained a new skill, control over nature. You have gained a new skill, Edo Tensei, an upgraded version of the skill that your opponent is using. This skill allows you to summon any dead soul you want with infinite chakra. The person who has summoned will be more stronger than their own prime. Naruto smirked at this. And then he gained another, because of the skill Edo Tensei, he gained the skill Cancel Edo Tensei. He used the skill Cancel Edo Tensei and was able to stop Edo Tensei, causing first and second Hokage to go back to the world of death. And because there was not much, he poofed out. Now, because third Hokage only had to fight Orochimaru. He defeated Orochimaru, and Orochimaru ran away. Now, Naruto, while fighting, the original Naruto, when he was fighting Gaara, because he got hit directly by the giant Shukaku. Yeah, Shukaku came earlier in this one before Naruto could get there, and Shukaku did a lot of damage on Naruto. But Naruto's immortality kicked in, protecting him from everything. Naruto lost half of his body, but he just regained back, which Sasuke did not notice. Then Naruto he used the gluttonous dragon skill. I mean, and the divine godly class skill, which devoured half of Shikaku, giving him the skill magnet release and control over sand. And then Naruto, with overwhelming power, he used Kyuubi's chakra and punched Gaara awake. And he did his talk no jutsu, and he even Naruto passed out. Why? Because I'm just gonna say that Naruto used a lot of chakra. Don't do. I'm just gonna say that Naruto, to climb up, he had to block a lot of powerful attacks. So he had to use a lot of chakra. So even he had to block a Biju Dama itself. So yeah. Now when Naruto slept, he came to his mindscape where he saw this beautiful woman. Naruto was surprised to see this woman. He was like, who are you? Then the voice, the Raphael told, this, my lord, is Kurama, the nine-tailed demonic fox. That's her true form. Huh? Naruto was like, what? Actually, when I combined with you, Kurama, the nine-tailed fox, was a woman. She was made of a pure chakra, but now she gained a living body. Naruto was surprised. Kurama then came out of the cage and like, but her most of the chakra was inside the cage, and she was like. Then the Kurama said, "Hmm, I was deep in sleep, but I saw what you went through because of me. Forgive me, Natakan." She told this in a melodious voice, and Naruto was surprised. He was like, Kurama was a demonic fox, a evil creature, but she was a kind-hearted creature. I guess I should never be deceived by looks. Then he smiled. Was like, thank you, Kurama. So, mm, here I'm gonna end this video, and I'm gonna do the part 2 much properly, guys. Part 1 I think I did in a hurry, but don't worry, part 2 is going to be good. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and just wait for the part 2. See you again.